Jey Uso and Sami Zayn's story hinted at a lot of story directions for the future, so we'll see what's new there. We'll also check in on the popular Wyatt 6 theory, and much more. Let's start things off with the latest update for Jey Uso and Sami Zayn's story. We previously went deep into Jey's story and what could possibly be going on in his mind. We talked about how he's looking around and wondering what happened to the Bloodline. It was supposed to be just family members, and now his brothers and even Roman Reigns are welcoming Sami in with open arms. So he's looking around trying to figure out what's going on and realizing that he basically is on an island by himself because none of the other Bloodline members are hostile towards Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn and Solo Sikoa teamed up this week to get a big win over Ricochet and Madcap Moss. Sami is excited after their tag team matches, compliments Solo for how he looked out there, talks about going to text Roman, but the Bloodline's locker room is locked when he tries to open it. Then Jey Uso suddenly opens the door and greets Solo Sikoa and says that he was there just to make sure his little brother was good. Jey lets Solo in the room and uses that opportunity to confront Sami Zayn. Jey says that he can see right through Sami and how he has everybody fooled, even his entire family. He warns Sami Zayn that he will come for him if Sami ever finds a way to put the family in jeopardy. While holding his honorary Uso shirt, Sami tells him that maybe he should take up his issues with Roman. Sami then gets into the Bloodline locker room, knowing that there's nothing Jey Uso can do to him as long as Roman is on his side. And that's obviously true. It's the most frustrating part about everything if you're Jey Uso. You can't lay a hand on Sami Zayn or do anything to him because obviously Roman is the top dog that calls the shots. And now that Roman has welcomed Sami Zayn in as the honorary Uso, if you do something to Sami, you're disrespecting something that Roman approved of and put in place. So that's going to create issues with you and Roman. So that's a tough spot that Jey continues to be in. He thinks that Sami Zayn isn't what he seems. He thinks that Sami has an alternative motive with bad intentions towards the Bloodline. But there's no one for him to talk to since the rest of the Bloodline members are big supporters of Sami Zayn. So it basically puts Sami in the position of power because he knows that despite all the threats, Jey Uso can't really do anything to him. That's why he's suggesting Jey to go talk to Roman about it, because obviously Roman is going to be on Sami's side, and it'll create tension there between Roman and Jey. Then later on in the night, Kevin Owens stumbles upon a lonely Sami Zayn backstage. Sami is sitting all by himself, with his phone in his hand, and just seems pretty down. Sami did say earlier in the night that he was going to text Roman, so considering he's by himself looking so out of it with his phone in his hand, maybe we can assume that Roman never answered those text messages that he sent earlier in the show. While staring at the honorary Uso shirt, Kevin Owens tells Sami Zayn that he really needs a new shirt, and then he walks off. So a lot of things and potential storyline directions were hinted at here throughout the night. First, with Jey Uso. Jey clearly seems like the crazy one right now for not embracing Sami Zayn, when the rest of the Bloodline already has. But what if Jey Uso is right? What if Sami eventually is responsible for the partial downfall of the Bloodline down the line? Everyone expects Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to eventually team up and be the ones to dethrone the Usos and end their historic tag team title reign. And depending on how the events unfold to get to that point, maybe Jey is proven right. If only everyone had initially listened to him, Sami Zayn would have never gotten close, and they still would have had the tag team titles. So if it goes down in that fashion of Sami tearing them apart from within, Jey could have a very big "I told you so" sort of moment there with Roman Reigns and the rest of the Bloodline. And you just have to wonder if that's the big fallout that will get Jey Uso to start pulling away from Roman Reigns. Roman entertaining Sami Zayn would have basically resulted in the Usos losing their titles. You just have to assume that the Bloodline's bond won't be the same after that title loss. And then the second teaser was obviously the reunion of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Kevin has been saying for a while now that Sami Zayn is so much better than what he's doing right now, and how all this bloodline stuff should be beneath him. But Sami isn't really seeing the light that clearly right now. But it's most likely going to be Kevin Owens who shows Sami Zayn the way, shows him that they can defeat the Usos together, and eventually even get their own t-shirt together. So it goes to show you that the usual rich storytelling that's involved with the bloodline. Not only do you have Roman's main story with his world titles, you now have this nice slow burn of the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens story coming into play. So like the White Rabbit teasers have shown us, things could get very complex and deep the more you look into it. Things that Bray Wyatt said nearly a decade ago are coming back up and is relevant with the teasers. So the way he's tying these phrases and promos that are several years old and making them relevant with what's going on right now is pretty insane. And there's another theory out there right now regarding an old move that Bray Wyatt made. Just a few months ago, Bray changed his Twitter display name to Wyatt6, with the overall feeling that Bray isn't coming back alone. Many fans are speculating about Wyatt6 possibly being a new faction, a new Wyatt family known as the Wyatt6. As the name implies, it would include 6 members. Fans have come with 4 solid members for this faction so far, those 4 being Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Alexa Bliss, and Bray himself. Those seem like 4 solid choices for this faction, but the last 2 members are the 2 spots that fans are pretty split on. Some think that Dexter Lumis could take that spot in the Wyatt6. From day one of Dexter's return, the popular theory has been the idea that he's working for a bigger boss. So giving one of those spots to him would work and make sense. So that's 5 members. And for the last spot, fans were throwing around names like Braun Strowman, who obviously has the richest history with Bray Wyatt. So this faction could be Bray Wyatt, Alexa Bliss, Karrion Kross, Scarlett, Dexter Lumis, and Braun Strowman. The perfect combination of old and new faces in Bray Wyatt's universe. You have an original Wyatt family member there with Braun Strowman. You have his former right hand, who really got close with back in 2020 with Alexa Bliss. Then you have Kross, Scarlett, and Dexter, who will all be the new faces in Wyatt's universe. This perfect split of 3 superstars who have a history with Bray, and 3 superstars who are brand new to the universe, creating the Wyatt6. So the White Rabbit mystery has been a blast to cover so far, from the actual breakdown of the teasers to the fun fan theories like this one. But we'll have to wait and see what's next in the White Rabbit story, and if these fan theories even have a shot of coming true. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.